team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Boston College Eagles offense will have the first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Stumbled to the ground.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback. You see the big fella. Wait for him to get open. Hit him. Get a nice positive gain.
Off the play fake. Complete to the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Golden Eagles getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's caught downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Golden Eagles have this offense rolling. Trying to run, it's Woodside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go with him?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Ohio State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread.
He's loose. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Throws for the tight end. Rolls it in. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and
wide open spaces. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. We've reached a break. Boston College has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Boston College, 7. Ohio State, 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shot saved a touchdown.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Slams it ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Now that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Nice job. Got the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking. on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Going to swing it on second down. Snagged out of the air. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Lots of running room. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Golden Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gets the back moving. Takes the handoff. It's Kingsbury. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they wanted, throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Bean. The quick out. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback now breaking the field.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50 and now to be fourth down. It's all teed up. Boston College will kick to start this third quarter. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. It's Bean. Catch in the middle. It's Sexton. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One of the great programs in the history. Sport sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State in the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you can pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looking for a man. It's Bean. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Abraham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The play-action fake. Working that left side now. That had all the makings of Bud Meat windshield, but how about the little corner? Taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll field the punt and look for room. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Dropping back, it's Bean. Gets it to him on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to fire on second down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That pick by the D might have saved their only chance to win this game. Now they got to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Bean. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And after the incompletion, I know there's a big urge right now to just go for it, right? It's 4th and short. We can seize this thing. I think you just got to do the smart thing. You need a field goal. You're only trailing by a bit. Do the smart thing. Take the point. Still a lot of football to go.
He's got it. 1st down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a game, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Colorado State is currently up big at this moment. So much so, they're on the verge of getting canned the rest of the day off. They're up by 27 over Air Force. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick.
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Boston College lining up on this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They're working that left side. It's a seam wide open. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bean. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practiced this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. To the air, it's Bean. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. The give to the left side. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. They've got the screen set up. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
With the catch, it's Woodside. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. After picking up the 1st down, they still have to move quickly here. Wants to throw on 1st down. The throw. Caught over the middle. It's Woodside. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. Picked off to stop the threat.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Try to get it to the edge. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They feed him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And the Buckeyes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Now this team has consecutive